Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jason here, and I just picked up my new Mora Pro Robust. I'll tell you right off the bat if you guys are interested in picking one of these up. I got this at Ragweed Forge by a guy named Rangar, I believe. If you just Google Ragweed Forge, you'll probably find him. He's in New York. These are extremely hard to find right now in the USA, and I believe it's 22 bucks with shipping. So just to let you guys know that. But this is how it came. I'm not too crazy impressed with this sheath. I'll get back to that, but here's the knife. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, I really like the feel of this. I was never really a fan of Mora at all. To me, they were just too small, too flimsy. I like a bigger knife, a thicker knife. This is still small for my standards, but everybody raves about how good these are, so I wanted to go ahead and pick one up. My son has a Mora companion, but I didn't like it. I did not like the feel of the handle, and as soon as I saw this one, a picture of it, I fell in love with this handle. I absolutely love it, and I'll tell you what, it feels great. But real quickly, specs on this thing. I believe it's about an 8. I kind of forgot. Let me grab my ruler. Yeah, about almost an 8 1/4 overall length. 3 5/8 blade. I believe it was a 4 5/8 handle. And by the measurements I saw online, I thought it was going to look a little small, but this is actually, it's a lot beefier in real life when you have it in your hands. It's got a full Scandi grind, and I'll tell you what, this thing came razor sharp. I actually should have brought a piece of paper over. I mean, it just sliced it like it was nothing. This is the carbon steel blade. It is almost exactly an 1/8 inch thick. I mean, you cannot even bend this thing. The gray part, the gray coloring on the handle is a hard plastic, and then the rest is a nice soft rubber or rubberized plastic, and it's got some really nice grip on it. I already got some fingerprints there, as you can see. So what else? You got these little, I don't know what you call these, bolsters, guards, and I like that. I mean, holding the knife like this is extremely comfortable, and your finger's not going to slip over there. You have some nice control. The one thing I noticed right away, this spine is not very sharp at all. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to doubt whether to even strike a fire steel, a ferro rod, but we'll find out. I'm not sure about that. I don't know if we can get that in there. It's just not very sharp. There's not much of a 90-degree angle at all. But a lot of guys don't like using their knife anyway, so I'll take a striker out there just in case it doesn't work, because we're going to go do a field test here in a minute. So yeah, the sheath, I'm not too impressed with this sheath at all. I really didn't think I was going to be, and I'm not. I mean, there's not much play in it. If you move it around, you can feel it play. It might be moving maybe a couple millimeters, but there's no noise, but just that. You can shake it, it's not going to fall out, but I don't know, I just don't like these plastic sheaths. It's just, I don't know, it's not for me. I'm going to be making myself a leather sheath for this. I mean, as far as a sheath goes, a stock sheath for coming with a knife, it's pretty good. I mean, most knives you buy, it comes with a really horrible sheath, so as far as a stock sheath, it's pretty good, I'll say that. But I personally, I don't like it. But I am thoroughly impressed with the knife as far as looks, cosmetics, and it is freaking hair-splitting sharp. I'm kind of scared to do this. Oh, there goes, man, you can see that. I just shaved my arm. Now I got a nasty blade, and now I gotta grow some hair back. But so you can see how sharp that is. So we're gonna go outside and do some tests with this. We're going to do some very simple tests, some feather sticking. I'll see if I can find some small pieces of wood to baton. This blade is not that long. I mean, you're not going to be able to baton much with it, but we'll do some feather sticking, batoning. strike the fire steel, some little stuff like that, and we'll see how it performs. I will not be batoning through a car door. I will not be chopping rocks. I will not be stabbing metal. I will not be chopping this against another knife or hammering nails with it or any other flippin' ridiculous test out there that people think a knife should perform. A knife is not supposed to be used that way, or at least this one, I can tell you, is not supposed to be used that way. So I'm not going to ruin my brand new Robust by trying to chop through metal or a rock. So if you're looking for that kind of review, go watch something else. But anyway, we're going to go do basic tests with this. So I'll meet you outside. Alright guys, hopefully you can hear me outside of the noise. Alright, so I got some miscellaneous pieces of wood here. I didn't have time to go out to the forest today, so grabbing some stuff I got around the house. I got my own fire steel and a striker in case this the spine doesn't work, because it's not very sharp. So, but you know, we'll just do some simple tests here, see how this works out. So first off, let's see. Let's see if we can get a fire started. That takes those off pretty good. I believe this wood is off of an acorn tree, but we'll try some feather sticking here. I'm not the best at this, so you guys are probably more of an expert at this than I am. Yeah, I don't know how to do those curls like you guys. But I'm telling you, it's slicing through really good. I mean, it's cutting. Yeah, there's kind of some curls there. Hopefully not blocking you. Seems to be doing that pretty good. Cuts really nice. And I'm not sure if I'm going to even be able to get a spark on this, because this wood's really wet. But let's see how this strikes the fire steel. Yep. Well, there's a little bit, but that's not doing anywhere close. Alright, here's some household wood. I'm not sure what this is. It's pretty soft. I'm going to see if we can get maybe some small enough splinters to get a fire going. The other stuff is really, really wet, but this does cut nice. I mean, I'll give it that. You can get some pretty fine shavings with this. This one's a little big. Let's see if we got enough there. Probably not, but so, I mean, the spine on this is not working at all, so there's a fail on that. But okay, so this is the problem with living in Oregon. Everything is so dry. If I had my dryer lint, this would go up. That's why I always carry that. This spine will not make a spark, so unless you had a striker, you're not getting a fire going. Unless you use a rock or something. But this wood's too wet to ignite, so epic fail on the fire. The spine on this failed. Kind of disappointed about that. Oh well, let's go to but it does shave real nice. I mean, you get some nice feather sticks on this, and we can take this all the way down. We got a big knot right there. Might have to. It does a little bit of chopping too. chopped right through that knot like it was nothing. Just put a nice point on there and see if we can't make one of those stakes. Little knot right there just went through. Probably should not be doing that toward my hand. Yeah, that definitely worked. Nice little groove on there. You can make yourself a steak. That works. Alright, let's see if we can do some batoning, which is not always the best thing. That was no issue. This is fairly soft wood, so it's not going to be too much of a trouble, but it worked. Alright guys, we're going to cheat. We're going to cheat here because I brought some of my dryer lint because I just can't stand the fact that I can't get a fire going here. And when you live in Oregon, and if you want to go, make sure you get a fire when you go out. You're going to need some of that, so we're going to give that a try. I know this will go up. Well, we definitely got a fire going with that. But no help with the spine from this. Dryer lint, guys. It's the poor man's, the lazy man's fire tender. Alright. Well, I think that just about covered it. Alright guys, so I'm done with my tests, my overall view on this knife. I'll be honest with you, I was pretty disappointed with how the spine was striking the ferro rod, as in it did not strike the ferro rod at all. I think at one point I had 2 sparks and that was it. Spine failed. Is it that big of a deal? Nah. I guess not. I mean, I can take it to my sander and put a 90-degree spine on that. I mean, I can do that myself, but the way I see it, they should have done it. But not that big a deal. Sheath, no. Maybe for some people that might be a big deal. I make my own sheath, so for me it's not that big of a deal. Because I'll just make one. But for guys out there that don't know how to make one and then would have to hire somebody, that may be a big deal to you. Personally, I don't like those plastic sheaths. If it was a Kydex one and had a more snug fit, that would be different, but I don't think that one's good enough. Other than that, I love it. I'm not the best I'm not as good as at doing those feather sticks like you guys are, but it shaves very well. I made that steak pretty quickly. As far as cutting goes, it's excellent. I love the feel of it. I mean, it's nice beefy handle, nice stout blade. I mean, definitely a really nice bushcraft knife. I am not going to chop a car door or hack a rock. So if you guys are expecting all kinds of crazy stuff on this review, you're not getting it. I test the knife for what it's supposed to be used for, and that's it. And in my opinion, it passed. I love it. That's it. Spine failed. Oh well. I mean, I can fix that or do something else, but other than that, I really like it. To me, it's still beautiful, and I love the grip. I love the blade. So that's it, guys. For 22 bucks, you can't go wrong. I mean, 22 bucks. Come on. You can't beat that. You don't always need a $100, $200 knife. So there you go. I'm definitely going to be carrying this around. Alright, that's it, guys. In my book, it passes. So thank you for watching. Feel free to leave your comments and take it easy.